nobody likes a nice cup of tea more than the British. Every day, each one of us drinks an average of 5 cups. And tea is just about the only item on the shopping list that hasn't gone up since 1970. But tonight, World in Action goes to Ceylon to investigate what it costs others to keep the cost of a packet of tea unchanged. The British drink more Ceylon tea than anyone else, and a third of it is produced by British companies.
She earned 18 rupees.
With which to support 9 people?
Yes.
What is the state of health of the children?
They all suffer from malnutrition, and they all have hookworm.
She only has some of her children here. What has happened to the others?
For the sheer fact that she's unable to feed them, she's sent them away to work as domestics. I have a certain amount of personal knowledge of this kind of domestic service, which tantamounts to the child working from morning till night for what he can be fed with.
What is the state of health of that child there that she's holding?
She's suffering from hookworms infestation, and the child is malnourished too.
Doctors who have visited the families living on your estates have diagnosed that malnutrition, anemia, worms, rickets are all prevalent amongst those families. Whose responsibility is that?
I think it's an appalling state of affairs, but it is, of course, as you know, a state of affairs which is all too common throughout India and Asia and Ceylon. And I don't think it is one which one individual firm operating in the economy can be expected to take responsibility for. This is not to say that I approve of it or even think that it's acceptable. I certainly don't.
But it's not the only standard that should be applicable to a company like Brook Bond employing people in a foreign country, the standards that they would use for their workers in this country.
Well, with respect, I don't really think that's realistic. I mean, what the reaction of a Ceylon worker would be if we said, well, now you must have a house with 4 bedrooms and 2 sitting rooms and a television set and a garage and so on. They wouldn't really know what to do with it at this moment. They will, I hope, very soon.
But they do know what to do with proper housing in terms of more than 1 room, in a supply of water from a tap, and in lavatories that work. Even they know about that.
Yes.